All right, let's talk about compromised. I figured I'd toss this one out there because it's a topic I see in battle rap. Um, what do we mean by compromised, y'all, in battle rap at least? Right. When we say compromised in battle rap, what we're really saying is people that probably make statements or put out opinions that are not of their own or are heavily influenced. Um, it could be a purchased statement. It could be a statement that was given to you and people want you to make it for them. Um, it could be you possibly knowing in your damn chest that something is one way, yet you going the other way because you're compromised. That's what we mean in battle rap by being compromised, right? If 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 you say Show Off is the original face of RBE, and if Show Off clearly gets 30'd in his next battle, and then I come on here and I say, yo, he dog walked his opponent, right? That's like a compromised position. It's a very biased position. Whether I'm doing it because it's an RBE thing, whether I'm doing it because Show Off paid me to say that, whether I'm doing it because Show Off asked me to say that, or he's influencing me so much that I then come on a camera and then I repeat that. Like, yo, you know what? He didn't get 30. Y'all are all wrong. I'm stick. It's like a compromise. And the thing about being compromised is it's directly associated with your integrity, right? I don't know how important integrity is to people in today's age. There was a time, of course, where your integrity meant that you could come around or you couldn't even come around. You could sit at a certain lunch table. You can get on a certain basketball court. You could talk to certain women. You could act a certain way. You could be in a certain clique or a certain group of people, sometimes even gangs, right? Your integrity mattered. Your integrity really mattered, even on the lighter side of things, like within your family. Some of y'all got children, right? You want to have integrity with your kids. You want to be able to teach your kids something and then them see like, okay, I understand why they're telling me this because they uphold the same integrity. Have integrity at your 9 to 5 job. We believe Josh is going to deliver because he carries himself as a person with integrity. He says he's going to do something. The things that he says we believe are honest. He's not going to sugarcoat things for the boss. If the boss is wrong, he's going to respectfully tell him. He's not compromised and he maintains integrity. Maryland, I don't think that I ignored your super chat, homie, but I appreciate it. I thought I caught every single one. Please don't take me off a topic, y'all. Please. I appreciate the love, though. Like, if I'm in the middle of a topic, please don't send a super chat saying, who's Rosenberg Raw's next opponent. Like, send me supers about the topic. And then because we all join in the topics together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or wait in between topics and then send me your general stuff, or send them before we get into the topics or after the topics is done. I appreciate it, y'all. But let's stay within the topic, y'all. So that's the thing about being compromised and it being directly tied to your integrity. Now, social media and the internet, there's a lot of factors that have watered down people's integrity, especially when things are on the internet. Because like I said, in the old days when there's no social media and there's no internet, even walking down the street or being in the schoolyard or sitting at a lunch table or being in a certain clique or getting with a certain girl or being able to get on a court, you had to have a certain amount of integrity or a certain reputation, right? Today, with the internet presence, let's say you're a blogger, let's say you're media, let's say you're a platform owner. I can put up a video and like, let's say it does 1,000 views, right? If I'm talking blasphemy, after that video is done, I can put up another video and it might do 1,000 views again. People won't say he has no integrity or he's compromised, so now I'm never clicking this video again. We know that because we have so many times where we accept pure weirdos and fuck people in our culture, right? We just accept it. right? We don't cast people out like that. And even when people do come under fire, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't necessarily hold. And it does until they prove themselves worthy of being within the culture. But we don't really hold people's feet to the fire, like that. And when it comes to integrity or being compromised. And if I look at my views, if I'm one of those people, same fans are still right here. And I'm just going to change the topic now. I'm going to talk about something else. So you get away with it in an internet era. Integrity and being compromised, it's just doesn't matter. So I understand that part of it. But here's the thing about being compromised in battle rap. I think the good thing about it is it's becoming way more obvious who is who and what they on. And that's a good thing. Because even if we're clicking some of these videos, whether it's a battle, whether it's a battler and the shit that they talk about, whether it's media, whether it's a blogger, whether it's a platform owner, you want to be able to say that there's some integrity to what these people say. Some people have more integrity than others. Some people we know are repetitive, habitual liars, right? But when we still click on them for certain things, we're just begging, like, I hope there's some truth there because he's talking about an event. So hopefully when he says, his next event is coming within the next 5 months, hopefully he's being honest, right? So we're looking for some levels of integrity. And like I said, some people have more than others. Duh, right? But it's becoming more and more apparent in our culture. And us continuing to shed the light on this type of shit. Truth teller, you didn't listen to what I said earlier. And if we continue to shed the light on it, I think it's good. Because that's one thing that I feel is just a good quality I have as a human being. Is sticking more to truth than to false, sticking more to reality than to fiction. The only time I stick to fiction is for entertainment. I'll watch a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, a Terminator movie and kill 100 people. Fiction, right? Reality, I don't want none of that shit in my reality, right? So when I come to certain people for a certain message or for a certain topic, I'm expecting integrity, and you can't have that when you're compromised. Here's also the thing about being compromised in battle rap. I feel like being compromised comes from multiple things. You can be compromised, and some of it is because of your own ignorance. So if somebody's feeding you something that's false and you're just accepting that and you don't know the full 360, you've accepted bullshit and you've compromised yourself out of ignorance. Now I could still blame you for that. We can still blame that person like, oh, you just gullible and stupid. You got the groupie effect, right? That compromises people. These battlers are like celebrities. They are celebrities. Some of them are. Quick sub story for Divide and Conquer. I'm in the parking lot. I'm sitting in the wheel, making phone calls and shit. I watched Caution walk in, and I watched two supporters. There's a young lady sitting next to a guy on a wall, and if they know who I'm talking about, they could shout out in the comment. And I watched Caution walk by, and I watched the young lady. She was wearing shades. I watched her look at Caution like she was like a superstar walked in, and then she watched her walk to the door, and she turns to the guy that she was with, says something, and then she's looking back. It's the aura, and we're captivated by these people because YouTube is the new TV. YouTube is top 3 biggest websites in the world, viewership websites in the world. You got like Google, Facebook, and I think YouTube, right? It's the new TV. People get famous from YouTube now. You don't need to be on television to get famous anymore. For me to go walk in the mall and people say, "Oh shit, ARP, let me, can you sign my shirt? Can you take a picture? Can you shake my hand?" Right? It's YouTube. And I watch that type of shit with Caution. And when I use the groupie example, I'm not saying that in disrespect and applying it to a fan that's just like, oh shit, it's my first time seeing Caution in person. Don't mix up my words. I'm saying you can be compromised if you have a groupie tendency within you because the person that you're speaking to has a stature or has a level of prestige. So a battler that calls you and says, if Hitman Holla calls a blogger for the first time and says, yo, let me tell you this, well, that blogger might feel overwhelmed. Like, damn, that was just Hitman Holla or a league owner. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might think like, well, why would this league owner speak with this person? Sometimes because it's like, I want to use my stature to overwhelm the situation. Y'all miss that part. Y'all miss that part. It's actually smart to use a big stature person sometimes to compromise somebody. Y'all miss that part. So you definitely have the groupie element. We're on 2 now. We have the ignorant piece of it. We have the groupie piece of it, right? Fuck ignorance. We have the straight stupidity piece of it. For example, let's say people just can't connect the dots, just can't fathom something like, wow, I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense, right? And then I'll watch like a Piper Boy blog, and Piper Boy would be on there talking about like, what are you talking about? Like, I was on the phone with this company and they were trying to organize XYZ. Go watch Piper Boy's recent blog. So if it's in your behavior, like why change it now for this occurrence? You know what I'm saying? So that's weird. So you got the stupidity factor. You definitely got the stupidity factor. So we're at 3 now as far as how people become compromised, right? I think the 4th and the last one, I guess a comparison would be like unconditional love. I know there's no real love in this shit, but I'm just using that just to create the point. You know what like unconditional love to me is? Like we all just watched the Dama series. Despite all the fucking disgusting shit that boy did, who was still sitting right there with him, hugging him throughout his trial and making sure that he was good and still crying on his shoulder? His father. That's what unconditional love is. That's when you see on the news like the fucking terrorist or this person, and they go interview the parents and they be like, no, not my baby. Unconditional love. Sometimes you got to respect unconditional love as well from even like, let's say street shit. You go to the club with your boys, right? Some niggas y'all don't know are sitting at the bar. Your boy shoulder checks this stranger. The guy turns to him and says, yo, what's the problem? And then your boy fires on him, right? Other people from the other side jump in. You jump in too. While it's all going down, I know what side I'm on. When we get home, I'm gonna tell your boy like that was the stupidest shit you ever did. Somebody could have got put in jail. Somebody could have got seriously hurt. Somebody could have lost their life. All types of shit comes from that a shoulder check or us being in the club. We didn't come to the club to shoulder check people. So you just did some stupid ass shit. In a moment, you right. You get home, you're wrong. In the moment, unconditional love and loyalty. Even the word loyalty starts to play into being compromised too, right? So those 4 factors I get. Going back to like another example though of like the one stupidity, like I'll give you another one. And this one could go to like the Piper Boy blog that I just used as an example when he was talking about like, yo, I was on the phone with these people and they were asking me to do this, right? Let me give you another example of that and see if people just refuse to accept and just look around and see who refuses to accept then. And it's a spot 'em, got 'em type of shit. But let's say I'm known for being a thief. Everybody knows that I steal anything I could get my hands on, right? You leave your wallet around me, it's gone. If I could break into your car, I'm joyriding. If I can get into your house, I'm leaving with whatever I could carry. You know, everybody knows I'm a thief, right? A thief, a burglar, all of that shit. Y'all know that about me. That's been me. The whole hood knows that. It's been my whole fucking life. Oh, here come ARP stealing ass again. Everybody, man, make sure you don't got no loose, because you can turn around, he gonna have that shit, right? That's my reputation. But I got family. Somebody knows me. Somebody loves me. I go to Thanksgiving dinner, right? My family's at Thanksgiving dinner. My family knows the same thing that the whole hood knows about me. Think about like what was it? Wesley's brother, was it Samuel L. Jackson in Jungle Fever? Gator, right? Like we know it. Like it's my family, but we know how he is, right? So I'm at Thanksgiving dinner. My second cousin leaves her cell phone on the table. The moment I sit down next to the table, the cell phone goes missing. Right? Cell phone goes missing. Everybody in the house turns around and says, "There's no way that ARP took it." That's what I see. That's what I see. Is there a possibility that ARP didn't take the phone? Yes, there is. But to act like there's not even a possibility that ARP took the phone is crazy to me and is compromised to me. I'll leave it there for the compromise shit. I feel like that's what y'all tuned in for anyway. All right. I think I left a super out there. Pardon, homie, but like I was asking, please let's not jump out of a topic. Sorry, I'm late. I rock with R. Kelly music the same way they rock with Elvis music. If you get my drift, Truth Teller, what did Elvis do? I'm out the loop there. Shout out to Truth Teller. Appreciate the super chat. Terrell 6BC. I don't know if they are. I'll answer like that. But shout out to all the good people that's there. Shout out to Terrell for the super chat, homie. KX, why not? So if you take a side and benefit from it, does that talk about your integrity or are you just staying committed? It's not about if you take a side that you can benefit from. That's okay. Because I gave like the loyalty example of us being in the club. When we get home and be like, yo, you was wilding, my nigga. If I'm a real person, when I get home, it's like, yo, why you do that? You know what I'm saying? So let's not say that loyalty is a bad thing. And certain people benefit from loyal situations. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. When it's real, it's real. So it's not about choosing a side. It's about, you know what I do this is a sorry is true moment for me. We all can be compromised when we don't want to accept a reality or it's not in our best interest to present a reality. For example, let's say you show off again. And I've never done this because I've always wanted to keep the stage once the coin flips neutral. That's why Arsenal asked me to see the coin before he battled show off. I've never wanted that energy in RBE, but I know it's still there because we got bricks, we got OG bricks, we got signed bricks, we got the new wave bricks. So I understand it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? QB might have felt that way just now coming back to her home to battle caution. Like, yo, hold on. Y'all gonna act funny towards me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at QB because that really be happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at it like if you can be compromised, yet you still know something is false or true. What I do in those situations is I don't say nothing. If I'm trying to protect show off, but I know he just got 30'd, I'm not going to do a recap at all. Then I'll just shut up. That's me being real, being honest. I'll just shut up. Now, if I do that blog saying, yo, show off just got, and I'm clearly riding for him and pushing him, yet I still do that blog saying he got 30, then maybe there's something else going on. That might be some weird shit. But I would just shut up because then you can't paint me as like, oh, that's fake. You know, like you sticking, you covering for him. Like, come on, man, your integrity now. I'd rather just shut up, stay out of it. Hip hop is shout out to knowledge. He's asking me a million times about one of the battles from Divide and Conquer. And if you go watch that interview, out of respect, because the battle's not even out yet, and also me trying to present neutral energy, I watched the battle right in front of me. But even still, I'm still like, yo, I'm not giving y'all my winner. Like, I'm trying not, you know what I'm saying? There's a way to play it. But if I do jump in the pool and I'm saying something that's clearly either a possibility or I'm clearly wrong, y'all look at me funny. So I hope that answers your question. KX, why not? Appreciate you. Let me scroll down. My bad. I'm catching up with the supers, y'all. Ivan, appreciate the super. That's rules of life though. Your boy jumped you, you have to jump. Yeah. Later you chew him out and laugh about it. You saying the same point that I just said, Ivan. Appreciate you, G. You know what I'm saying? You get it. KX. Sometimes terminologies hurt more than the meaning. Absolutely. That's true. Truth Teller 410. Appreciate the super. Married Priscilla Ann Presley when she was 16. Oh, that is part of history, huh? Okay. Elvis might be a very, very guarded brand and name though. So but there's a lot of that stuff, man. Imagine all the shit that we don't know about some of our figures and celebrities and shit, even in battle rap. You know how much shit if it came to light, we'd be like, oh wow. Like, come on. But yeah, I might have heard that before and I might have forgot that about Elvis. Um, God is from Harlem. Even though such and such soundish in that interview, people believe what he said was true because ARP put it out there. That's perception. Integrity earns for you. I respect that statement. God is from Harlem, and I won't get into that situation anymore until unless there's something that occurs where I need to. But let me not do a but. Let me leave it. LP3. Could a lot of this stem from having so few barriers to entry? These media personalities and male groupies just show up out of nowhere with narratives. Yes, to a degree that aids in it. But in the world that we're in now, even outside of battle rap, like what are the barriers? So you have big companies and you have gatekeepers in certain scenarios. So like let's say record labels, right? You can say this artist did XYZ, so I'll never bring him on to Def Jam or to Rock Nation or whatever. You could have a league owner or a platform owner that says this battle rapper did what? I can never book them again. Right. But some of that also gets watered down by the fact that it's a business. It also gets watered down by the fact that it's entertainment and people want to see it. Regardless of how you look at Kid Slade, right? I predicted that with Jims. I said he's gonna be on an upcoming card. This was way before any announcements or way before even the tide started to turn from him because of Piper Boy's blogs. I was saying that on my shit with Jims. I said URL knows that everybody's gonna tune in for that, right? They're gonna want to see that, so they're gonna book it. I predicted that. So that's what I mean. Like these are all still businesses and industries, so you got that side of it. But from an entry point standpoint, there are gatekeepers. But the gatekeepers sometimes still have their ways and their opinions about managing their companies and their businesses. And some of those ways are right and some of them are wrong. Now I'm saying in battle rap, when you're talking about being a blogger or a media, there's no gatekeeper, right? There's no gatekeeper. There's no gatekeeper to even being a league owner or a platform owner. You know what I'm saying? How do you start a league? Get yourself some money, start a channel, I guess, have some lanes of promotion ready to go, have some financing behind you, and start DMing people and calling people. And you might just be able to kick off your league or your platform. What does it take to become a blogger? All you need is this. And you could just open a YouTube channel today. That's it. Set this down on a tripod in front of you, turn the camera towards you, start to talk, whether you're live or whether you record it and you upload it. So where's the guardrails? Where's the entry? There is no door. If battle rap is a circle, every single circle has a spot to walk in. There's no, so I hope that answers that. The battle booth, Sulu homie, keep pushing the culture forward. I appreciate that. Yeah, we working. RB shit. Marcus Williams, ARP. Piper Boy said he tried to get you and someone from URL on the phone. Would you be open to do it?